my channel. So in today's video I have a tutorial on a garland that I actually made over the weekend. Last week, maybe the week before, I went to Poundland and I actually got a bunch of supplies that I wanted to use to make this thing, because I have found that garlands are so expensive, especially if you want one quite full, like with lights on, a bit of snow on, a bit of pine cones on. They are quite expensive. So I figured that I would, you know, make my own out of cheap materials that you can kind of find anywhere. I already had quite a few bits dotting around in our Christmas box from things where we had overbought a couple of baubles and stuff like that. So I'm sure like you guys can pinch a few baubles off your tree or go shopping in like things like charity shops and stuff like that if you don't have any, just to make it really as low budget as possible. But basically, I obviously went into Poundland the other day and I picked up 2 of these garlands that were in there. They were £2 each, and I thought that they would be a great base for the garland. So I stretched one out completely and like kind of flattened it all out so that all the bristles and stuff were kind of flat. I didn't worry about like it being too bushy like outwards, because I knew I was going to be layering the other one on top. I then took a second garland, and again this was £2, so it brought my total to £4, and I just popped that on top and secured it with some little cable ties, and then I just kind of like really made sure to bush this one out but pointed upwards, so that I had one of the garlands kind of spread outwards and one of them like pushing upwards, so it looked like it was really nice and full and that it was actually one garland. I then went ahead and decorated my garland. So I wanted mine to say the words Merry Christmas, and I actually got this garland from Homebargains for £3, and I just used that and like kind of put it all over the main garland, like the greenery of it, and I just tied the ends on and then just really secured it in amongst the branches. Now I already had this because I was just going to use this on the stairs, but like I said, I did get it from Homebargains and it was, I think it was like £2 something, but I'm going to say £3 to be safe. Next, I went ahead and I attached some little pine cones that I had. I attached some Poundland Christmas lights with little stars on. These were just wooden star ones with little battery packs on, so I actually hid the battery packs in behind and just weaved them around. Also, I did attach some bits on with like the little bauble kind of hanging clips that you get from Poundland as well. They're basically just wire little hooks that you can kind of unravel and just wrap around. They're the same colour as the garland, so they work really nicely and are a really kind of like cheap way to attach it. I did attach the pine cones with some hot glue, and I also went ahead and attached some baubles and everything like that from obviously the leftovers from the Christmas tree. I just kind of hot glued them straight into the garland and arranged it nicely. I did also use some mini baubles which I got from Poundland again. This was just a mini pack of 18 or maybe 24, I'm not really sure, but it will say on the box of them. I just hot glued them in to act as like little mini berry type baubles, and I felt like that worked really well. To kind of set off the whole garland then, I just went ahead and I sprayed on some spray snow. This I actually got from Poundland, but you can get it from B&M, Homebargains, all of those stores have it from between like 8 to 9p in a pound, which is just great, and I just sprayed that all over the garland to kind of give it a snowy feel. You can of course use like paint. Chalk paint is a nice thing to use. I've seen a couple of people use that this year and it does look really effective. Yeah, then I just took some twine and I attached it to our staircase out in the hallway, and I think it looks really good. It might just be about, you know, 20-30 centimeters too long, but I kind of really like it and it gives a little bit of an extra touch. So I will take it out there now so that you can see it. We haven't got a light bulb out there, which if some of the footage looks really dark, that is why. But yeah, I'll just give you a little kind of view of what it looks like out there right now. This is what the garland looks like all the way up the stairs. You'll have to excuse the backing over there of the stairs because I still haven't painted it. But it's just nice and snowy. It looks really expensive actually, especially with a few additions like this. I think I put on 6, maybe 8. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, I think I'm at 9 actually. 9 of like this size of baubles on there, and then all of like the little ones and everything like that inside. We've obviously got the pine cones, which are the ones from Poundland, and I had a couple of pine cones left over from the tree as well, which are already covered in snow. But as you can see, I did focus some snow in and around on the pine cones to give them a really snowy effect. This is the garland that I was talking about from Home Bargains. It's just cardboard covered in glitter with some ribbon along, so I think it'd be really easy to make if you didn't have the budget to kind of buy one. I was just going to use this anyway, so I had it, but I probably would have DIY'd one myself. Here are the little lights that I said about that I got from Poundland. I did use 2 packets in total, and I bought these wooden star ones. I'm really happy that I did, because I kind of feel like they give it a bit of an extra detail. They kind of like met and overlapped in the middle, so I've got like 4 really close together, which is kind of annoying, but you know, I didn't really think about that at the time. Got more little kind of bulbs in there, more pine cones, more kind of bigger bulbs, and it just goes all the way up the stairs. That's the bit that I was talking about that maybe is a bit too long, but I feel like it kind of just like sits in that corner quite nicely, so I think we can kind of get away with it. This sea does keep flopping about a bit, which is really, really annoying. But yeah, overall I'm really, really happy with it. I think it's really quite stunning for like the fact that I only went to Poundland and picked up maybe £6 worth of extra stuff that I needed just to get that up there. And I actually think for £6, well, you know, I spent £6 on it. Obviously, if you guys have to buy all the little extra bits, it might be more for you. But I think for the fact that I spent £6 on this, is a really lovely addition and just fits there perfectly. I did originally want it on this banister, but it was way too long for this one. And then I figured, you know, people going up and down the stairs needing to use that banister, it's probably best to put it on this one. So we still kind of got a handrail. I really, really like it. I'm like obsessed with this end part, like all the snow on there. And it's just like really nice and bushy. I did say also that I used twine just to tie it on, so I have got a few little kind of bows on here. I know a lot of people do use cable ties and stuff, but I couldn't actually find any. But we've just got kind of bows going all the way up here. And actually I've kind of cheated a little bit, and I've poked one of the battery packs through this little hole. I should turn it on for you guys, shouldn't I? Yeah, so I've poked one of them through there. Just come back down a second. And one of them is hidden just in there. Do you see it? So it's just got really easy access, just to kind of flip the little switches. And there it is, lit up. So now you can see it. Ignore the mess underneath the stairs, by the way. Didn't think about that, but yeah, let's just ignore that. But yeah, here's all the lights going up. It looks really, really lovely at night time. I did get some footage last night, so I will kind of include that as I'm talking. But yeah, I just think it looks gorgeous. I think it just, oh, look at it. I am so obsessed. £6 that cost me. £6. Oh, love DIYs. Oh, yeah, I'm just so obsessed with it. I love it so, so much. It's just, oh, it's just so gorgeous. Look at this. Huh. Christmas in the hallway. I love it. I also popped the little wreath over here. Remember that wreath I said about the other day? It does look a little bit lopsided because it did have a giant pine cone there that Roman ripped off. So I need to get some hot glue and hot glue black back on. But I think as a little entranceway into the kitchen, that looks quite nice there, doesn't it? Let me know what you think of it and whether or not it looks like it's like a mashup from Poundland, because I definitely think it looks way more expensive, and for the size of it, just look at this. It's huge. It really is huge. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this quick little impromptu video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, as it really does help me along my way with this new channel, because I'm really, really excited about this one. I feel like there's so much potential with this channel that, I don't know, it's just really exciting. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and I will see you when I next see you and have another thing to make or say, or I don't really know. I'll see you when I see you. Bye!